know who I am? I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
What in the hell's diversity?
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
May the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
Why so serious?
That's what she said.
Gentlemen, my lady, you will always remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
Now, our operation is small, but there's a lot of potential for aggressive expansion.
All right, well, I don't want to run into copyright issues because I'm not even going to pretend I know the rules around that.
I don't know, but I think we just need to say, like, we don't own any of it.
No.
So,
I don't know who does.
But we don't.
No, clearly not. I'm none of those people.
So, we don't take credit. Hopefully that's enough.
Hopefully that's enough. If not, you could talk to our lawyer. Where is Mabel? Damn it, she's not here.
Upstairs.
Upstairs, doing lawyerly things. So,
I suppose.
Here we are, back at it.
Back at it. 6.
Episode 6, yes. Sunday evening.
Yes.
President's Day weekend, which is nice.
Yeah.
No work tomorrow. I'm one of the lucky people that doesn't have to report, so that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's talk about your weekend to this point.
Had a game yesterday.
Yes, you did. Yesterday.
Yeah. Saturday.
Trying to paint a picture. Trying to get everybody involved.
Chico State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like their uniforms. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, they were good.
They were different than last year's.
Yeah.
They were updated. I liked them.
Yeah. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
Good unis.
They acted a fool.
They did.
But the uniforms were clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whooped them.
Mm-hmm.
Convincingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think whooped them. Just, I don't think you need to follow that up with convincingly. I'm like an English teacher tonight.
Scholar-like.
I'm going to be a scholar. Yeah. Nope. Already kicked out of the club.
You want a monocle with that?
Like Mr. Peanut or the Monopoly guy?
Monopoly guy.
Do we just assume he's smart? Or he's good with money?
Yeah.
What is his story?
I don't know.
Well, I feel like you should know a little something if you're just going to throw his name around like you know him. You know, the Monopoly guy.
Well, everybody knows who he is.
This is true. But, let's do something like we kind of always have done for the past couple episodes. We've added some pops.
Yes.
To our little shindig here.
Yes, you added a lot.
Yeah, well, I brought some home from my place during the week. So I now have quite the eclectic little collection. But I don't know, not really. I feel like it's heavily tipped towards like villains.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
mm-hmm.
So I have, Ming the Merciless.
Yes.
One of my favorites. Have him tattooed, so.
Yeah.
Like him a lot. The Colonel.
Yes.
Sanders with a bucket of chicken, because I love chicken.
Yeah, and the Colonel's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, he's probably not. He's probably done something wrong. He's probably a bad guy somehow, some way.
But he's the Colonel.
Right? And then Tyler Durkin.
Dern.
What's that?
Tyler Dern.
Dern, sorry. When I say Durkin, I knew a guy named Durkin. That's where that came from. But his name was not Tyler. Anyway, Fight Club. Doc Holliday.
Yes.
John Wick, but you have a John Wick out too, so he will be replaced. Don't need two of him. Heisenberg.
Out of the box.
I didn't know. That's the first one I ever had. I think my mom bought him for me.
Yeah.
When that show first came, no, not when it first came out, I shouldn't say that. When I first discovered it, it was seasons into it.
Yeah.
And once I got hooked, I was like hooked. Like I was up till like 2:00 in the morning every night, to the point where like mom would be pissed. She'd be like, "You need to come to bed." And I was like, "I know, but I can't. I gotta know." It's like, it was crazy. And then, it was this would have been in 2012-ish. Just being able to stream it, and that whole thing was still kind of new. But yeah, just being able to binge watch for the first time. But and then the episodes being 45 minutes.
Right.
And it's a pretty lengthy show. And I'd have to wait till you went to bed, mom went to bed, and then I would go down to the living room when we were in the townhomes and watch it. But then next thing I know, I'd be like, holy shit, it's 2:00 in the morning. I get up at 5. This isn't good.
Right.
Not good. But hey, got through it.
Got through it.
I'm here now.
Thriving.
Didn't kill me, only made me stronger.
Exactly.
So the Chico game.
Yeah.
You guys played very well.
Yes, I played very well.
I agree. You did play very well. A lot of tackling, very active.
Yes.
Got the ball on offense more than
expected.
Way more than expected. More than I've seen you get the ball due to your position. In a minute.
Yeah.
In a minute. So that was fun to see. Defense is fun, but it's always fun to watch offense.
Yeah, I enjoy defense though. It's tough. It is, but it's always good getting somebody down,
Yeah, absolutely. So I've had four instances, I guess, and they all came in one game of being an offensive I don't want to use the word juggernaut, but I needed to be dealt with, and it was my senior year, and I was playing fullback, and it's the first year I played running back ever, but I so wanted to play fullback because I had the biggest fucking crush on Tom Rathman,
right?
Mike Allstott, William Floyd. Those were the guys I wanted to be. I tried to be heavy. It wasn't really working out. But I was big enough in high school to play fullback.
Right.
But yeah, I remember it was a scrimmage against a team. I cannot remember because it was a scrimmage. It wasn't somebody we typically played. But I had caught the ball 4 times, and I had 80 yards of offense. And it was just rad. I remember I got the ball on a swing, and I was just I caught the ball for first time I ever caught a ball in a game, right? I caught it, and I turn around, and there's no one. And I was just holy shit, right? And you just there's that almost a stutter. This is new.
Right.
my trying to process it. My brain's we don't know what to do, right? But I ended up, I took off, and I got a good chunk of yards, and I had 2 runs and then 2 passes.
Really?
Yeah. And it just so when I was just some jackass. No one expected a damn thing out of me, and it's just my day.
Right.
Never had another one offensively, but I could say I've had one. Look it up. I'm sure the Millbrae Gazette or whatever the fuck the newspaper in Millbrae
has it somewhere in their records,
or our Mills Viking school newspaper. I still have a few of those, and I came across them, and I read one. And of course, I have it because I'm in it,
right? Or
I'm mentioned in it. And I just started laughing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so stupid, so stupid." I like how they would come around and interview us. I remember it vaguely.
Yeah.
I guess it was good for school spirit. I don't know.
Nobody reads it.
Nobody reads it. I don't. You know what? That's not true. People read that shit now. We get newsletters and everything at work now, and there's just you almost have to read them if you really want to know what's going on. It's not the first thing I do is jump into it. That's an awesome car.
Yeah, that is pretty rad.
I don't, it's not as soon as I see it come across my email, I open it up and be like, I gotta know. But I read them every so often. It's not my go-to for pleasure reading.
Right, I don't read them.
Yeah. So, let's talk about shoe manufacturers.
Nike.
Are we allowed to say that? I don't even know. I love Nike. That's the problem. That's why I'm angry. Yes. I love Nike.
I do too.
That's the fucking problem.
That's the problem.
I'm one of these kids that grew up with all, I never owned a pair of Jordans.
Right.
Always wanted a pair. They were, I want to say they were always $150. and that was always just like $30 over like my mom's limit.
Right.
Like she would buy me 120, 150. No, I know, right? Poor me. But so I never had the Jordans. But now I can afford them, and I want to buy them, and they're clearly making them again.
Yeah.
But they make them so fucking hard to get.
Yes, they.
I want to walk into a fucking store and buy them and have them on my feet. I want that instant satisfaction.
Yes, let me put. Well, let me.
I want to wear them out of the store. Do you want to wear them? Yes. That was always the thing when I was little. Do you want to wear them out of the store? Hell fucking yes.
Duh. What kind of question is that?
Yeah, unless it's raining.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
obviously.
hell no. What are you, stupid?
Get
Put 'em
out of
back
here.
in the box. Full your own shoes, Al Bundy. Yes, motherfucker.
You're fired.
You're fired. Go write a staff report. It's a cool little car, too. Look at Nissan bringing it, since we got a little car show going on in the background.
Yeah.
It's something that's like near and dear to damn near everybody's heart in some capacity.
Cars.
Cars.
Everybody uses them for the most part.
Yeah, and I think everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
A lot, you have these diehard muscle car people, diehard Japanese.
Yeah.
I definitely lean more that way. I'm not a hardcore by any stretch of the imagination.
Neither am I.
My preferences tend to lean
Japanese.
For
So
sure.
do I.
Yeah.
But
That doesn't mean I don't appreciate fucking.
Some rad muscle cars.
Hell yeah.
Or just rad cars in general.
Absolutely, just rad cars. Like I'm all like leaning up, like, Rod, I'm trying to be on YouTube, man. I can't be facing the TV. It's the money maker. So, what were we just talking about? Because I completely forgot. Oh, Nike and their damn monopoly. So, is there any chatter on the internet? And I ask that because you're more tuned into the shit about them. Like, do they own the secondary market?
That's the rumor.
But like, how much money could they possibly be making? That
because they make them so limited,
they
right?
make so much damn money, and they make so much freaking money anyhow. What's $900 over 150? Pennies to them. Probably doesn't even show. You pull an Office Space on it, they wouldn't even know it was missing.
I don't know, man.
That's not true, but you know what I'm saying. I'm getting that.
I don't know, man. Well, they make them so limited, and they build hype around it, and then they pay people to build hype around it, and then they make them so limited, drop them, make the drop super hard to get, and then resell them for like double, triple the price, and then once they start selling, they go higher and higher in value.
Yeah, I don't like that format.
Nobody does.
As a consumer, I'm sure there's probably people that fucking love it, especially when they get them. Those people,
Right.
like, kind of remind me of like Eddie Murphy and the fucking stand-up Delirious, like when he's showing off with his fucking ice cream to the poor kid. You ain't got no, because you on the welfare. You on the way. Do you remember that?
No.
Sure, oh my gosh, we need to. If you don't, we need to watch it again. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Eddie
he's sitting
Murphy's
there.
great, though.
Yeah, he's taunting the poor kid with his fucking ice cream cone, and the fucking ice cream like falls off the cone. But he picks it back up. It's just fucking great. It's awesome. Kind of reminds me of that. So I'm sure there's plenty of people in the world that are like that when you score Nikes.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. That's always a brag. They even like give you like a little screenshot to share on like your social media.
Who does? The shoe company?
Nike, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so
It's
weird.
like you got them and it's a picture of the shoe.
What?
Yeah.
So you can share it.
Yes.
So you can free advertise for them.
Yes.
Like they need it.
Everybody knows.
You're like, bro, I got up at 5 a.m. to get in this fucking bullshit line of a fake ass store.
Right.
To try and get a shoe, only for you to tell me it's been in my cart, and then when I go to checkout, it's gone.
I know, it's such bullshit.
Yeah. Like, it's in my cart. Suppose I want these shoes and a fucking sweatsuit. But by the time I'm done sweatsuit shopping, you done take my shoes. Because of some crazy ass, like,
then you
fucking Black Friday scenario online.
Well, you just get that stuff ready beforehand.
I don't want to be up at 4:30 in the morning shopping, getting ready to fucking try and get a pair. Suppose I'm trying to buy a complete ensemble. Suppose the sweatsuit's gonna match the shoes proper.
Well, I don't know, man.
I'm just saying.
Well, drops are typically at 7 in the morning.
Slackers, they should be at 5. I think I'd have a better chance. 7. I'm already at work. I'm doing work shit. Could be waiting in virtual line.
Oh, that's when they are.
So we brought up we put a couple topics down on the good old Google sheet here.
Yes.
For us to discuss. And, we're becoming way more organized here. We actually have quite a few movies on here that we haven't even discussed. Right? And it's funny, like, for some reason we totally thought, or at least I did when I first put this thing there. I was like, oh no, this will take about 10 minutes conversation. We're planning around this spreadsheet. No. I'm like, squirrel.
Right, yeah.
We go in a complete different direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fucking, it's pretty wild.
Well, what do you want to start with? Well, we just did Nike.
We did Nike, and are we really done with Nike?
Well, I don't know. It just sucks.
What about Adidas? What about the whole shoe game? Like, why are they going to be a game? I just want them to buy some motherfucking shoes.
Well, I mean...
Is there anything else in pop culture that's like shoes?
Probably.
I mean, that you know of in, like, your circle of what you follow? Like, does a certain clothing company drop pants?
Oh. Certain people do.
Yeah.
Certain companies do, but, like, nothing I'm really, like, invested in.
So nothing that you're invested in.
Yeah.
But there's probably a following for it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Some, stupid-ass pants that people buy. I say that affectionately. I own stupid-ass pants, too. But mine are practical.
Yes.
They got pockets.
Functional.
Exactly. So is Adidas just as bad?
No, they're not. I mean, remember when you stayed up for the or you woke up early for the Dames?
Oh, that's right. I fucking participated in this bullshit. You're right. I forgot about that.
And you didn't have to.
I didn't even need to.
No.
That's right.
Because they make enough.
Those are comfortable shoes.
They make enough.
Damn it.
Like, sometimes some like semi-popular shoes will be around for like 3 years. Like,
really?
They make a good amount of shoes.
And they're relevant.
Yeah.
Interesting. They own Reebok? Is that right?
I can't say I know.
I miss Reebok being a player in the game. I mean,
they hired Shaq to be the president of the basketball division and AI to be the vice president. And I don't know. I mean, they've been releasing shoes, but I don't know if they really have any, like, big athletes.
Yeah, I just want good shoes. I don't care who the fuck sponsors them. I did see some Under Armour shoes, though, that looked intriguing to me.
Really?
The ad campaign just annoyed me. And that's only because I was heading back down into San Francisco, and it was just like, fuck, this is so fucking San Francisco. Fucking just fuck. But they were Under Armour shoes. And I think it was right as you're getting ready to, like, cross the Bay Bridge on your way into the city.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere in that area, because I don't take the Bay Bridge that often, but I have been a little bit more. I've been changing up the way I come home.
Mm-hmm.
Taking different ways every time I can, just like make it a little bit different.
Right.
All right. Have you ever driven across that bridge?
The Bay Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool bridge.
Uh-huh.
San Mateo Bridge sucks.
Yeah.
It's how long? So, like, if you think of the westbound, so if you're coming from Hayward over into San Mateo,
yeah,
that side, like if you're coming to my work,
yeah.
That's all new.
Is it?
The old bridge was just the eastbound side, and there was 2 lanes in each direction.
Really?
Yeah. And
that sucks.
Yeah, there's no shoulder. My dad's friend, my dad likes to tell the story. His buddy Joe, and this 70-something Sportster or whatever, I don't know exactly, but broke down on the bridge like damn near everybody did in a Harley back in the day. not on the bridge, but broke down.
Right.
He just so happened to be on the bridge, and he had to like damn near hang off the side of it because there was no shoulder.
Really?
Nowhere. So it's like good thing he was on a bike.
Yeah.
Because when you're in a car, you just fuck up traffic.
Yeah.
Because there ain't nowhere to go.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it was a shitty situation.
100%.
Yeah, I didn't drive on that bridge enough to really remember them making it bigger. Ow, my bad. But I remember being skinny, and then I remember when I started to drive it, it was just like, oh, it's much bigger now.
Right.
Somewhere in between the last time I drove it and now, they expanded it by 3 lanes.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Yes, much appreciated.
But the high rise where the ships go under,
Yeah.
that was always how it is.
Really?
Yeah, that was always 3 in each direction.
Okay.
And then it would channel. Yeah, that must have been nuts.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'd been on it, but my dad was driving. And I didn't really pay much attention to it, but that had to be a crazy-ass bridge.
For sure. For it to, like, funnel in like that.
Oh, man, you should see the way people drive on it now. It fucking drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Just assholes.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of assholes on the road.
Dude, I saw a motherfucker yesterday on my way to your game.
Yeah.
In the, I guess that would be what, so we're making a left onto that one road off of Sunrise. No. Is it Winding Way?
Fair Oaks.
Fair Oaks.
Right.
Is that it? The very first left that we make?
Yeah, Fair Oaks.
Fair Oaks. So
Yeah.
so you know how it's the double left lane?
Yeah.
He was on the outside left lane.
Okay.
And while mid-turn, he fucking changed lanes, cut somebody off to take the inside. And I was like, what a fucking cock. Like, we're all just, that's a weird turn anyhow, right? It's not just like a random ass, like, left turn. Like, it's a weird, like, you almost start to, like, navigate backwards.
Oh,
yeah, it's a weird, it's a hard left.
Yeah, I typically take the outside.
Yes. So he took the outside, but then shot in to get around someone. And then he was just cutting people off. And then I, like, got up next to him. It's like, you know, I just wanted to let him know that, you know, I saw what he did. I'm familiar with what you're doing. So that was my intent, right? I'm not going to fucking fight him. But so I was like, you look like a dick when I got up to him. And I was like, bro, I'm like, come on, man. What are you doing?
Right.
Why are you driving like that?
Not unnecessary.
Complete. He was in like a RAV4 or something.
Okay.
Some little cross. Oh, look at that Lego truck. Some little thing like that. That type of vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, your truck could eat most vehicles you find on the road.
Yeah, but you know, my truck fucking takes a minute to stop. It's not the most nimble.
No.
So, whatever. I enjoy it. It's fun. The motherfucking thing gets up and goes when I want it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like raptor fast, but you know, it's quick enough for me.
Yeah, it moves.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
That's a cool van, the Rivian.
Yeah, electric. I would have to assume.
Yeah. Amazon purposes delivery. I would assume.
Probably some very short, like, last mile thing.
Yeah.
Like from the giant facilities, distribution centers popping up everywhere.
Yeah, they're
to your
everywhere.
House. Yeah, they are everywhere.
It's crazy.
You can take a tour now.
Can you really?
And I would love to.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I saw it was turned on one of my Google cards. You can take a tour of the fence. It's like, oh, hell yeah. I need to see how this shit works. How do you get this shit to me so fast? Especially in Foster City.
Yeah, they ship it right to you.
I've gotten shit same day. It's unreal.
Crazy.
It's unreal. I get this. Like, you'll have it between 7 and 11. And it sucks. And, like, it's so weird. It's like 7 and it's like, that's amazing. That's amazing. And that's like as long as I order it before like 5 a.m.
Right.
You know, it just happens to be just one of their items that they have like ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened to me once or twice with some cables. And just some other random, like, oh, fuck them. Now, obviously, they have that just right across the bridge. That's where it's going to be coming from.
Yeah.
But then, you know, if it shows up like just after 11, I'm all pissed. It's like, why? Why can't you get here?
It takes days up here.
Up here, yes.
that's nice. You get some stuff in just hours.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty gratifying. Not as gratifying as being able to walk into a shoe store and fucking leave with a pair of Nikes.
Boom, full circle.
Full sort. See, I framed it. I brought the whole thing back together.
Yes.
That's what I do, people. I'm a storyteller. I wish I had a story picked out for tonight. I did. I had one that I thought would be funny, but I totally forgot what one it was. Oh, you're laughing. What are you thinking?
Dink DeMoss and the Lyft driver.
Oh, bro. You talk about the fat rapper chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there's a bunch of people talking about this and everything, but you know what? Our 7 followers probably aren't listening to them. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Subscribe. Do whatever.
Yes.
Thumbs up, whatever you have to do.
For everybody on YouTube, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell.
Boy.
Helps with the algorithm. Podbean, Amazon, Spotify. Just give us a follow.
Yeah, we're almost on all of them. We're almost big time. We're like, you know, Joe Rogan's #1. We're like, we're there.
We're there.
We're there. We're there. We're there.
We're there. So thank you for.
We're on
all
the same
support.
list. Don't ask where.
Some list somewhere,
It's a big list.
but we're same list.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
So yeah, no.
Thanks for the support.
Yes, thank you for the support. The fat rapper girl.
Yeah.
So I heard about it. I don't know who the hell this chick is.
Oh, you brought it to my attention.
Do you know who she is? Have you
No.
heard of her before?
No.
Oh, well, you should probably, you know, for our YouTubers, put her up on the back screen here because it's something. But anyhow, she ends up getting calling for a Lyft or an Uber. I believe it was a Lyft. And the driver was so just like, no, man, you won't fit. She's just like, what do you mean I won't fit? And he's just like, he's like, my tires are tired. It's just like, I almost fucking fell on the floor when I heard my tires are tired. But I get it, right? I've been that way. I've had tired tires. And so I'm watching basically this whole thing shake out from her point of view because it was her phone that recorded it. And then like, holy fuck, how big is this chick? And she's gross, big.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be a dick. But what did they say? She weighs as much as 2 male ostriches or a small polar bear.
Yeah. I don't. Let me see if I could just pull up like
So
the actual clip.
Yeah. So then I go on.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This works.
Yeah, whatever YouTuber I was watching. Oh yeah, we watched her earlier. There she is. Like, she's fucking huge. Look at her. Holy shit. I don't want this to be exclusively for the YouTube channel. Everybody else, check her out. What's her name?
Dink DeMoss, I think.
Yeah, you know what sucks though is we're all going to look her up, but she's going to get even more famous because she's probably like, that's funny. She's probably weirdly famous in her own little
circle,
I guess. Right? She's probably as famous as us, so you know what? Fuck off. Yeah, but no, this story's pretty entertaining because she then like goes on. What's the guy's name? The god Charlemagne.
Charlemagne, yeah,
Charlemagne.
And the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club, yeah. We don't need to call him the god. God of what?
Nothing. There's only one of those.
Exactly. But so she went on his show with like 2 or 3 people, her little entourage. One of them, her doctor.
Right.
And she sits down in this chair in the studio, and then she's like, you know, and it's weird. I guess they got cameras all over there, right? So they had like the aerial of her, and they like show her like in it. It's like, holy shit, she doesn't fit. She's like not even close.
Yeah.
And then she asks them for a bigger chair because this one don't fit, and they have to bring her a fucking portion of a sectional couch.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, since this has happened, the YouTube world is just like, she's completely blown her case about suing this guy for him not giving her a lift.
Yeah.
Because of her size.
Yeah.
But yet here she is in a fucking studio. You're not contained by a roof. You're not contained by windows.
Nope.
You're in a room.
You don't fit.
And the seating isn't big enough for you. Yet you're gonna you feel you are deserving of monetary retribution because your ass couldn't fit in the car.
Right? Like, that's 100% your fault.
Yeah, well, so then her doctor comes on, and I'm not going to talk shit about a doctor, I guess.
Doctor of what? Doctor, what?
That's a good question. Doctor what? Dr. Acula? But her doctor had an interesting way of talking for a doctor. Oh, here it is. Yeah, look at this thing. Holy shit. I'm sorry, everybody. That's, not on the YouTube. I think we're hitting the limit for our timer. We should probably pause. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pause. All right, fancy people, welcome back. This is DJ Jazzy Jeff and fucking Givino.
Yep.
Yeah, anyhow, I'm back from a little sabbatical there. I'm going to have to now do my first audio editing to stitch 2 episodes together. This thing will probably do it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm going to have to actually read that instruction book that we printed. Or I guess I printed it. Should give you credit for it. You had nothing to do with it.
No, I didn't even know about it.
Solo venture on my part.
So, good job.
Thank you. I basically I seized the opportunity. I came across it online when I was trying to figure out how to load sounds like this or not.
Work in progress.
Yeah, that's right, bro. It's still a work in progress. Stand by, everybody, because then you could still do. Right, see, the crowd loves it, right? They love the fact that we're learning on the fly.
It's a process.
I printed the damn book for that. So I was like, okay, I can read it all I want. I could save the page. I can read it on my tablet. I can read it on my phone, but it's just easiest when it's on fucking paper. And then I get here and I upload the SD card with the files for the drops. And none of them are compatible. I was like, shit.
Why? Makes no sense.
It shouldn't be so damn hard. I see some of the people that do this shit, they don't seem like they can pull it off.
Really?
No, I'm just talking shit about people in general. No, I mean, you see like how some of the people with their setups are like fucking insane.
Yeah.
The amount of like editing, especially with the video, the editing and just the promotion. Like we're just dipping our toes into it. It's all fun, right? One day we'll be able to retire. You maybe never have to work a day in your life. We'll just be podcasters. That's the dream, right? Isn't it the dream? That's the end goal.
Yeah,
I don't want to get straight armed in the face.
Yeah. That's the dream. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great. What, you're not getting stiff armed in the face, or to be a professional podcaster?
Podcaster.
I think they're both equal. I just watched this dude got stiff armed in the face, and it was just did not look pleasant.
No, it never is.
So we left talking about the F word. Fat.
Yeah, as she put it.
Yes. Still, just to kind of close out on that topic after a little intermission. I'm still just flabbergasted at the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like how one cannot be like, I don't know, trying to be a victim. The self-awareness. Like,
right.
You're a big girl. Her doctor says she lost like 70 or 80 pounds. Because she said like if she ever got to like 600, like then she had to like turn it around. And she got to like 595 something. She was kissing that line.
Yeah.
Right. And I had a line for myself like that once. I was like, I almost hit 300. So I get it. It happens. But she was still like almost at that point, like Fat Frank. She's still like 2 of me. And she's probably a foot shorter than me.
Yeah.
And that's not okay.
Not at all.
And for her to be pissed that this dude in his Toyota Corolla or whatever sedan,
whatever
generic sedan, wouldn't take her. I think is completely reasonable.
Yeah. Tired.
Yeah, and I haven't really seen. I mean, sure, the things that get fed to me on the internet that I read are clearly geared towards me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every so often Google will throw something at me, and it's just like, that pisses me off, but it's good for me. Let me read it.
Yeah.
Right. But so the responses or whatnot that I've seen from this are all just been so. Oh, I guess back to the show that we talked about that she was on, the Breakfast Club. Is that what you said it was? I guess they made fun of her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then her doctor also said that it's a thyroid issue.
Mm.
And they all had like some examples about like thyroid issues and how it's just like that's not like your typical thyroid issue right there.
No, that is not.
So yeah, kind of funny.
Crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. So this short week, what else do we have going on with you as far as upcoming events in your life?
Just the usual class and practice.
Yeah, what show are you guys just starting to watch again? Prison Break?
Prison Break, yeah.
And you're enjoying it so far because you just finished Dexter.
Yeah.
And overall, what did you think of that show? For someone who hasn't seen it.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
10 out of 10. Well, tell me more about it. Like, I don't know. Is the
So
mortuary, is there something to do with that?
So he's a forensic scientist.
Okay.
Right? And he works for Miami Metro.
Okay.
And he's a not a psychopath, a serial killer.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
And he he only kills killers.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So kind of a Robin Hood thing kind of thing. Yeah.
And it's pretty much about how he tries to escape the law and everything, and just
and is he successful in it?
Yeah.
Till the end?
Well, I'm not gonna spoil it.
For who?
I don't know, maybe you want to watch it.
I might. But I think at this point,
I'm just saying.
You'd be better off just telling me.
Well, that's great.
Okay, that's great. No, I know the ending. You know what happens at the end of Breaking Bad.
I do.
But you would watch it.
I would, because I don't know everything in between.
Exactly.
Right.
But that's okay. No, I get it. I don't need to know. But this Prison Break. So this, I think I remember this was on Fox. Is that what it is? What it was on? I remember it being on. I'm pretty sure it was like Fox for us would have been Channel 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like a weekly thing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Back in the days when they had shows like that. I guess they still do. I just don't really watch TV much.
No, I don't either.
That's why I'm not very up on pop culture.
No.
Like, what did we just have? The Grammys? We probably talked about this already, right? But that was the...
Yeah.
The Oscars? Is that what's coming up?
I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah, I hear about it. But, yeah, I don't know a single person that's watched it.
No.
I probably do know somebody that's watched it. I just haven't asked enough people.
Right.
You know, I'm
haven't
sure.
Asked
I work with like 200 people. I'm sure one of them watches the shit.
100%.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I mean, somebody's got to watch it.
Yeah. For it to still be on.
At least it's not me.
Yeah, I'm not.
Once I started working, I guess it's like, you know what? Fuck them. They don't come to my award shows. Right? I mean, no matter what industry you're in, I shouldn't say no matter what industry, but there's so many industries where there's like, I don't want to call them agencies, but they're just collaborations or some sort of governing or oversight. For example, for me, like the Irrigation Association.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any authority.
Mm-hmm.
But they offer tests, they offer certification, which is what I got.
Yeah.
And that has, that carries some weight. It's like,
mm-hmm.
right, you know about, for me, it's auditing, right?
Yeah,
auditing irrigation systems. I forgot where I was going with this as far as the different agencies and whatnot, but dang it.
Award shows.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for bringing that back around. Framed it like a genius. Yeah, no, like if we have an award show for something, like there ain't nobody famous there watching me.
No.
So why do I give a shit about their awards?
I don't know. I guess because they're famous.
Yeah, and I would rarely agree with them.
No.
I can't remember the last time like I was told. I haven't watched him in
Forever. I don't think I've ever
But I used to
watched
root, right? I was like, I had a favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, it was like, oh, I want Rocky to win. Or, said 80s fucking movie that I seen. Maybe 90s.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Fight Club.
Yeah, I don't even know how well that movie did in the theaters because I didn't discover it till DVD.
I have no clue.
Yeah. I don't think. Maybe I saw it in the show. Shit, I don't remember.
Don't know.
That would have been one of them weird movies. We used to have this movie theater in Burlingame. Crap, I forget what it was called, but it was the Burlingame Movie Theater. Whatever its real name was, I don't remember. But it had this one, like, really weird theater. It had one that was just huge, like, grand. And then another weird one off to the side where you had, like, almost like you were in a shoebox. But there was, like, people up in the fucking corner, too, like the Muppets. But, like, they weren't, like, their seats weren't situated for, like, good viewing at all. At all. It sucked. It was such a weird setup. Yeah. I'm sure if we looked, we could probably find some photos of it. But I'd always just seen, every time I'd gone to that theater I'd seen, like, a pretty impactful movie.
Really?
Yeah, I saw Empire Strikes Back there. I think I saw Rocky IV. No, that might have been Century. I know I saw Something About Mary there.
Okay.
Blair Witch.
Okay. Not a fan.
Not a fan, but
good movie, but not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think there may be more, but those are like the few that come to the top of my head.
Right.
Always just like solid movies that have just had like a weird impact on my life. Like Blair Witch scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, movies do that.
Yeah, like I ran when I parked my truck. I ran to the front door. I was like, fuck this shit.
I'm out. I'm inside.
I'm inside. I'm going to hop under my blanket. Nothing bad happens under the blanket. We all know that shit.
Nobody gets you.
Yeah. I got that ghost story. Oh, speaking of ghosts, right? That was, that took place in Santa Cruz. I'm sure I've told you my ghost story before, but here we go again.
Here we go.
For the listening audience.
Yes.
My girlfriend at the time was a banana slug. This probably would have put me at 19.
Okay.
Ish. Yeah, 19. And this would have been her sophomore year at UCSC, and she was allowed to move off campus. So she found a place above a pizza restaurant, a little shop. It was like a restaurant. And I believe it was called like Front Street Pizza, if I remember correctly. And it was cool, right? She like rented a room on the second floor with a bunch of other students.
Okay.
And then the people that owned the pizza shop stayed up there too.
Okay.
But one night we were sleeping and she like jumped over the top of me like hella fast. And all of a sudden I'm on the outside, right? Because I was sleeping against the wall. And I was just like, what the fuck? Right? The fuck is this about?
Right.
And then from like that point on, like the rest of the night, like I had this like just fucking like something was fucking watching me. And like
I'm out.
My hair, no, I'm out. Like I don't want to move. Like it's like watching me from like right above.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I'm fucking dead. Right? But it's like you're so fucking scared. It's just like it's not like I'm going to get up and flail around, right? Because you're like almost like too terrified for that. Like, but
right.
I mean, I guess at a certain point you could get up and you could be like, "Let's fucking do this," right? But like,
come at me, bro.
Yeah, you don't know what you're getting, right? It could be nothing, right? It could just be you're spooked.
Yeah. I'm all just I'm all juiced up, bro.
Yeah, I'm all juiced up, bro.
Adrenaline pumping.
Oh, but I had to go pee so motherfucking bad. But I was so terrified to get out of bed because I just felt this presence.
Right.
And it was just like so fucking real and like terrified. I've used that word. I'm going to use it again. And then come to find out that the people that owned the restaurant and were renting out the room, they had a girl that was a special disabilities. I don't remember exactly what she had.
Right.
But there was one stair that she wouldn't go on.
Mm-hmm.
On the staircase that was fairly long, that took you from the first floor straight up to the second, so the people didn't have to go through the restaurant to get in. Right, they had their own entrance. And I was just like, why? When I finally found out, I was like, why is that? And they're like, oh, well, because this place is haunted.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, oh, what now? Right? It's like, so this is like the very next morning, right? Because I'm like sharing like, this was fucking crazy last night. They're like, oh no, this used to be a whorehouse. And the madam still lives here. And only girls were renting there, so she watches over the girls.
Oh, shit.
And because I was a male sleeping there, although, I mean, I'm totally welcome there. Like, I mean, I wasn't, I was a guest.
Right.
But yeah. So
she didn't approve.
She didn't approve. Like, she was watching over her girls.
Right.
So it's just like, oh, I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. It's just like, oh, that explains it. That shit was real.
Right.
Fuck. That shit was real.
Fuck that. Yeah. Never going back there. That's for sure.
Right. Well, it's kind of funny. So, yeah. Well, if we ever do end up going back down there, we will have to find that pizza shop.
You can.
It would be interesting to see. I mean, not like, hey, let's spend the night here like it's fucking Tombstone. Let's see if we can get Ike Clanton to come out.
I'm good, bro.
He's a prick. He'll fuck you up. Like, yeah, let's go do that. But I would.
I wouldn't.
You would.
I don't want to fuck with that kind of shit. Not for me.
Why? Do you think it would like follow you home?
No, it's just, I don't know. It just, that shit weirds me out.
It's because it's weird. It's hard to fathom.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
It's the unknown. It's crazy.
Don't mess with ghosts.
You've
Paranormal
never
activity.
done a Ouija board?
No, fuck that.
Like, yeah, I've done them.
I mean, isn't it the whole thing that, like, are they fake? Are they real? Did you push it?
You know, you so, like, totally, like, what would be, like, subconsciously pushing it.
Right.
Right. I mean, I've done them before where I've pushed them for sure. Yeah. But I've fucked around with them before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, to the point where we wanted to fuck around with one, so we made one.
Mm-hmm.
Not hard to do.
Right.
It's a piece of paper, the alphabet, like a cup that you or something that you could slide over the letters so you can,
right.
clearly identify your message. Never left that with a bad feeling. Although it's so weird, like so many people will not fuck with a Ouija board.
Yeah.
Like it's like the portal to a. Now I wouldn't fuck with one in my house because then I'd be inviting something to where I live.
Right. But in
someone else's house.
That's fine. Your problem.
Yeah, some random stranger doing acid in the woods or something. That's your problem now.
Right.
I apologize. I do. But,
yeah.
So, how did we end up on the supernatural?
I have no idea. I don't remember, to be honest.
Someone's got to keep track of what the hell we're doing.
I don't know.
So we talked about a lot of our top fives and everything last week, right? Because it was our 5th episode.
Yeah.
Right, we're on number 6 now.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It is nuts.
We've done this 6 times. I'm definitely starting to feel more polished for all you down below. Leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
No, you know what? Who was it? Was it Joe Rogan? His whole thing is like, throw it out there. Don't read the comments. Because they'll drive you mad.
Yeah, right.
Not like anybody's leaving comments for us. But, if you want to, go for it. I'll read them. We're new.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We're all about the constructive criticism.
Yeah. It's always good.
Oh, it's necessary. Absolutely. It may not be comfortable to hear.
But, yeah, like you said, necessary.
What's feedback? It's like, all right, how do we do? Right? That's every time I send it out, I ask, the people that I know are humoring us, how do we do?
Yeah.
Brandon's always the most critical. By far. He's like, why'd you talk about that? You shouldn't have coughed. It's like, I only coughed once. You shouldn't have done it. It's like, oh, yes, sir.
Happens, bro.
It happens, especially because I feel like I have to cough again. I have a mute button.
You do.
Did it work?
I think it's still picked up.
Damn it. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I don't know. It happens.
It does happen.
Yeah.
You know what else happens?
What else happens?
I don't know. I was going to say something totally vulgar, and I was like, no, hold back, Frank. Hold back. This is a family show for son of a bitch.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, what's the guy we were just watching? I think it was YouTube. It was like, was it Dr. Squatch or the guy that makes soap? The Bigfoot, the comedian.
What?
It was the guy that took too much Viagra.
Oh.
And he was like seeing purple, but that's okay.
I'm on the way.
Yeah, that dude was so fucking funny.
Yeah. Comedian CP, I think his name is.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
At least that clip was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. A must for anybody. Maybe we need to start putting links to some of the stuff we're talking about
Down
in the description.
In the description, yeah.
That seems like a lot of work, too. It's a lot of copying and pasting on a lot of different places.
Yeah, but, I mean, it could be worse. You could have to, do it letter by letter.
That would suck, yeah.
Right?
Or I could not even have this opportunity. I'd have to be, good and be on the radio.
Yeah.
Like Armstrong and Getty.
Angie,
happy birthday to Joe. I guess he had a birthday. Per Jack. Yeah.
Who knows, maybe it's a prank.
He was, no, I doubt it. That's not really their style. But I heard, speaking of that, there's a couple of DJs in the Bay Area that are no longer doing their thing. And I wasn't disappointed to hear they're not doing it. I wasn't really a fan of them. But
yeah.
For those of you that are listening from the Bay Area, you probably know who they are. I forget. Like Lamont Tonelli, one of those guys.
Why is that?
I don't know, a year or two ago, they fired a bunch of the sports guys.
Really?
Yeah, and I guess they're starting to get over to the radio side now too. I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe just new people.
Yeah.
Right at a certain point, personalities get old.
Yeah.
Show gets stale.
People need something new.
Yeah, younger people.
Right.
AM radio, for everything it's good for is, a fairly older demographic.
Right.
I listen to it proudly. But FM's a lot clearer. And I'd much rather listen to satellite. But speaking of that, Sirius, can you fix my radio? Seems like if a bird flies over my truck, it cuts out the damn signal.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It makes me not listen to it.
Yeah, it's so spotty.
Yeah.
It was like that in Mom's Mazda, wasn't it?
I don't think it was that bad.
But I remember it being bad up here.
Oh, it's bad. I mean, up here, the pickup's bad, everywhere. That's what I mean. It was, a bird flew over me. It's enough. Sometimes I feel like we will call them street standards.
Mm-hmm.
The lights, the street lights,
mm-hmm.
are enough to, break the signal.
Really?
Yeah, it's just everything, or it doesn't buffer, or I don't know. Maybe I should take it in on warranty. I bought the extra warranty.
Yeah.
And I should be like, yo, fix this shit.
We've called to talk. We've reached out to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
Exactly. Well, I bought it with the car. I was like, it seems like a good idea, especially because it was used.
Right.
It wasn't very used, but I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, let's do it. I'm already financing $50,000. What's another $1,200 or whatever?
Right.
I won't notice it in my payment.
Right. Plus all the canned Sprite. I still.
The can of Sprite, if I can even it out.
Yes, I took a bunch of those.
Yes, I feel bad every time I go there.
Why? Because of that?
No, that wouldn't make me feel bad. You know, here's a story, and I don't know why this even makes me think of it, but when I was younger, You know what I used to really like? I used to go to the grocery store with my mom quite a bit. It was a Lucky's.
Mm-hmm.
Small, in San Bruno. But I used to really like the sound paper bags made.
They make a good sound.
Right? They do, right?
Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not disputing. They make a good sound.
Yeah,
Like
and I
good
thought-
paper bags make.
A good sound.
Yeah.
And I was especially particular towards like the sandwich bags.
Yes, the deli paper.
Yes.
The deli paper.
And I would like when we would go and we would get our groceries checked out, I'd like take little stacks of bags just so I can open them and hear them. Once you open them, that's it. It's done.
Yeah.
It's not the same. The magic's gone.
Yes.
It's like a match. You can only light that fucker once.
Right.
But something in my life popped up a week or two ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's right. I remember that little just wasn't a fetish, but I was like, I remember liking." And then I started thinking about the grocery store. I was like, I always remember too going down the baking aisle, and I would just bury my face in coconut, the bags of it, because I loved the way it smelled.
Really?
I don't know if my mom ever bought coconut for anything, so I think it was just I would just pick up the bags of it and just boom, and just take it all in. It's like, this is paradise. And then I would go run and hide. I used to move not all of it, like a good portion of like toilet paper, and I'd get behind it and then reface it, and I would just hide behind it.
Really?
Yeah, like make a toilet paper wall. Yeah, I used to fucking run away. Well, not run away, but hide. Different times. I don't remember my parents ever being worried.
He'll come back.
Yeah. I'm grocery shopping.
All right. He's out of my hair.
I need an encyclopedia.
What for?
No, that's where we used to get them, the grocery store.
Really?
Yeah. I had the Charlie Brown encyclopedia set. I bet you those are worth a fair $1.
Why'd you have those?
Because they were at the grocery store and they were like a series. So whenever new ones came out and my mom was there, she would buy me the newest one. And with that, I became super educated. Probably the second best civil engineer. But no, I had favorite episodes. Oh, they're going for $43. That ain't bad. I'd buy them again. They were fun. I had I had them all, but there was an astronomy one that I was super particular to. I believe the astronomy one was number 8.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked that kind of shit.
Yeah, space was cool.
Space is cool. The older I get, though, I think I fucking watch all these YouTube fucking things and these documentaries and just these shows about it, and part of me is like, yeah, how the fuck do you know that?
Right.
Oh, it's 1.5 billion light years away. Explain to me how the fuck you know that.
Yeah.
You could just be telling me, and it's such a big fucking number, I just accept it.
Like,
Because I'm not willing to do the math.
Right. Exactly. Point proven.
Nor could I do the math. I should let's clarify. Not that I'm not willing. That is a factor too, but I do not know how. That is the biggest factor.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on there.
Lots of letters.
Lots of physics.
Parentheses.
PEMDAS.
PEMDAS. I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
We brought it all back. Episode 6.
Framing it like a genius.
We don't even know.
Framing it like a genius.
Like a genius. Like a cunning linguist.
Yes, it's the staple of math.
Yeah, I kind of remember that now. Wasn't a fan of it then either. Not a fan of it now.
Yeah, well, it's the truth.
Yeah, I get it. Whatever. So we talked about Nike. We talked a little bit about top 10 rappers. No, we didn't. But that is still on our list. Which we will revisit that one day.
Yeah, but we just did our top 5s.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
but on our top 5 was also top 10 movies. I'm just kind of looking back at our list. But I also see what's up with Justin Jefferson and Little Caesars.
I don't know. You put that there.
I put that there. Interesting. I don't remember. I do like the commercials though that he does with George Kittle.
Yes, I enjoy them.
Yeah, they make me laugh.
I did too.
Or wait, no, is that him or is that St. Brown?
Oh, That's a Monroe.
Yeah, those ones make me laugh. Justin Jefferson is in them. He's in a commercial.
Yeah. Was both of them?
Is it?
I think so. Maybe.
It's a pretty dynamic duo.
Yeah. All three of them. Yeah, but
they'd be awesome on the same team.
yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, that's a lot of money though.
They should go build a super team.
A lot of money.
You know what's crazy? As the salary cap in the NBA, the way it's structured,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know the nuances and the ins and outs, but the fact that they can just be paying these motherfuckers so much money, and like football, man, these guys don't make shit
Right.
compared to them.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
in reference, right? It just blows my mind because the NFL is so much bigger than the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, the most random person will watch the fucking Super Bowl.
Right.
I know plenty of people that wouldn't even think to watch the NBA Finals.
Yeah, it's on a
Especially if
decline.
Especially if their team isn't in it.
Yeah, it's on a decline.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's all right. Personal space brought to you by not having any. No, it's all right. Technical difficulty. We bump into the mic. It happens.
Heck, yeah.
You know what? Sometimes in life we fall so we can get back up.
Batman.
Yeah. We all know that. So today we also we came across a YouTube video of these fucking cowboys getting knocked the fuck out by bulls.
Yeah. Rodeo. Against it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. We get that out there right now. I don't think it's very nice to the animals.
No, I feel bad for the bulls.
People do plenty of fucked up shit to animals, so I'm not going to just like single out rodeo.
No.
But
I don't understand the entertainment factor, if you will.
I completely understand the necessity to do it all.
Agreed. Like out in, your pasture, your land,
Your ranch, or I mean, you're moving cattle, or you're.
Yeah.
I get that, but I mean, I don't know when the fuck you would ever have to jump on a bull.
No.
Maybe.
I guess.
Maybe. I mean, where'd the idea come from?
Who the fuck knows?
That's
Hey, hold my beer.
right.
Bet you I could hold on to the bull longer than you can.
Yeah, I mean, like, what was the original intent of like why they had to do it? Take it down or something? There had to be. There had to be.
Don't know.
I can't imagine anyone would just like now we do it for fucking fun.
Yeah. But yeah, you do have like the tying, like the lassoing and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's very mean.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense out when it's a necessity, but for competition and entertainment, it's like doesn't make sense.
No, you know what else is kind of, I mean, completely different, but like, I guess not. I'm trying to think, right, because we're watching rugby highlights here at the moment, but like, oh no, their field's always perfectly prepped, so I guess the horses are entitled to the same thing. Because like, why don't they ever do it outside in like a field?
Well, that's like, those horses aren't, that's not what they're for. They're for the ring.
Well, what about the horses that do it for real, though? I mean, they're probably just as good, if not better, because they do it in real life.
I don't know.
Probably with like 2 or 3 fucking collies that help them.
Right.
I mean, that whole dynamic is fascinating.
It is.
When you watch those animals do that, and
how all of them work together.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. It's like literally, it's like entertaining. Like I watch these couple collies. Like that's I guess what I was watching on YouTube. Oh, look at that, was fancy. 2 collies just get all these sheep and just get them to like the next field or wherever the guy was bringing them for feeding.
Yeah. Was it the dude on the ATV?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Did you watch that? We watched it together?
Probably.
I couldn't know if I watched that with my dad or you.
But pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah, because I felt like, did we watch the goats that looked the dam? Was that you and me too?
Yeah. They're like, It's almost 90 degrees.
Yeah,
But-
they're crazy.
Yeah, but they have to get the salt.
Yeah, they need the energy. When then you have the ones that just faint.
Those ones are funny.
Yeah, they're a hoot.
Yeah, I enjoy.
That could be fun to have.
That could be.
Yeah, I mean, every time he's scared, it just faints.
Every time
And they get
wheeled.
scared all the time.
Yeah.
My God, could you imagine Dipper with that?
He might pick up on it.
He'd probably faint too.
Yeah.
Let's do it, faint.
I'm out.
Yeah, that would be like his possum.
Yes.
Oh, that dude just got stiff arm in the face too. His face fucking pushing you all day.
Oh, good pass though. Far. 1-on-1.
That was pretty far.
Damn,
So,
that did fast.
back to our original conversation here.
Of
The rodeo.
radio.
I thought I had like some of these dudes were like,
Get messed up.
fuck yeah.
Yeah. They slammed against the wall sometimes. The bull like fucking landed on him.
Yeah, there's that one where like the dude was not okay.
Yeah.
Not okay. And there was another guy where his like head hit like the rear end of the bull, which like just propelled his head forward at the same time that the bull was like bucking.
Yeah.
So he like cracked his head against the back of the bull.
Yeah.
The bull's head, which clearly is going to have a much fucking harder skull. It will win that battle.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah, that poor gentleman. I felt bad for him.
Yeah. But. Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I guess next.
That's what they signed up for.
That is what they signed up for, but doesn't make it right. I think, speaking of, I was going to say, what's up with Doge?
I don't know.
Well, the Department of Government Efficiency, right? The whole
Right.
Elon thing, right? It's a very hot topic right now.
It is.
I saw this morning that there's people protesting outside Tesla dealerships.
I saw that. What's up with it?
That's all I can tell you. It's stupid. That much I know.
Yeah, that's how far my knowledge of the subject of it goes.
I wonder, like, how much, if any, or at all, Tesla as a company will be impacted by this.
I don't know, because there are some new companies popping up, but the new companies are getting are more on the luxury end, but you do have like Ford, Chevy getting into the market. But Tesla is like the king of electric vehicles.
I don't even think it's close.
No, and now they have the big rigs too that Frito-Lay uses.
The Cybertruck. They're popping up all over the fucking place.
Yeah, I like them.
I don't know. I want to, but I don't. I don't
Put
know.
them on the moon.
It'd be cool on the moon, I guess, but it's cold on the moon. Batteries don't do that good.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, I think people are finding that out when it's cold here.
Yeah,
That the cars don't necessarily perform.
that's true. But, well, they are also horrible when they catch on fire.
Oh, hey, how about that? That was actually a topic of
Yes.
ours. Yeah, how about that? Yes. With the ion
Because
batteries.
with the whole fires and whatnot in LA, right? That was a big problem with the electric vehicles and their batteries.
Right.
They would just fucking get like as hot as the sun, and they would just burn forever. And that just made their inferno hotter and just much crazier.
And why would they burn forever? What about the chemical compound?
I don't know, man. I'm not that tapped into the chemistry of it.
I feel like that's probably elementary chemistry. Having never taken chemistry. That seems like that would be an easy one. It's clearly the neutrons and the protons instability.
Well,
Based on-
the neutrons are cool. It's the protons and
protons.
electrons. Electrons.
Let's not forget about the damn
It's the electrons that get crazy.
The nanoparticles.
And what?
The nanoparticles. The God particle.
What is that?
It's pretty much the smallest thing ever.
That's the atom.
Smaller than that. I don't know the specifics. I own the book. Okay, so here's the story on how I would even reference that. I worked at a bookstore, and I acquired a lot of books. And I took one called The God Particle because I liked the name.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like an interesting book.
Mm-hmm.
I got home, way over my head, 2 pages in, way over my head. And I've probably tried to read it like 24 times.
Really?
I just kind of threw that number out there. But yeah, ooh, that looked like it. But yeah, it was this guy's like explanation on how small people have been able to like discover.
Right.
Like they just keep finding the next layer down, the next layer down, the next layer down. And he stopped with the God particle. And I forget how many zeros it was to like the power of something.
Really?
So to him, the God particle was, we cannot get any smaller. This is it. This is matter. This is life.
Interesting.
Yes. I didn't even read the book. I felt like I summarized it pretty good.
Did you read the back cover?
I mean, I've read portions of it for sure. But like from cover to cover, no, it was way too hard at a time when I wasn't willing to put in that kind of brain power.
Right. Maybe
I'm not willing to put in that kind of brain power now. Not for that.
Yeah.
Not for that.
Not if not like if it's not required. I'm not going to put in that kind of brain effort.
Yeah, I'll watch a YouTube video on it. Shit, I'll watch 10.
Sure. I'm down.
Reading, it's just different. It's not always the most enjoyable thing.
Yeah, especially when you're like reading something hard and trying to learn from it.
Yes.
It's a whole nother beast.
Yeah, it's just not as fun.
No.
It's like a whole nother layer.
Like reading on its own, that's fine. If you get a good book, a book you like.
Yeah.
But if you're reading something hard and you're trying to like take something away from it. Yeah. It makes it hard.
It does make it hard. Well, it's because there's expectations.
Right.
If it's for pleasure, I'm just reading.
Right.
I might even skip the grammar. It don't matter, right? It's my interpretation on it all. But if you're going to test me later, shit, now I have to pay attention.
Right. To everything.
I got to deal with that at work, and it bites me in the ass sometimes because I'll read everything I'm supposed to, but sometimes some of the shit we have to read's like 80 pages long.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like 80 pages of like dry ass material. It's my life. It's what I do for however many hours of the day, and it's still dry.
Spice it up, guys.
And it's like a lot of it's just like fluff. Or not. It's all valid stuff. Just sometimes, I'm going back to my original point. Yeah, sometimes I have to read like 80-page documents, and at a certain point, it's just like, I'm just reading as fast as I can to say I read it.
Right.
Did you read it? Yep. Not a fucking lie. Did you retain any of it? Nope.
Not a lie.
But I read it.
Right.
And I totally intended to read it again, but
It didn't happen.
Now, what do you think about highlighters?
What about highlighters? I think...
Do you take a highlighter out on the first reading?
No.
I started thinking about doing that. It's like if it's important to me the first time I read it, I should highlight it.
I typically underline with a book, and then I go write a note in the margin.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
If like, okay, this is important, or if I have a question, do that.
Yeah. See, I've been thinking more because like what I'm doing now is more like I'm back in school. It sucks.
Yeah, that or for schoolwork, when I have to read something and retain knowledge from it, I just write down on a piece of paper just things I think are important. Just like a bullet point list of just like short words or phrases.
So I was saying about working it because I have more of these documents over books, right?
Right.
Nothing with chapter. I mean, there's chapters, but more like sections and stuff.
Sections and subsections.
But yeah, just right off the bat, leave a comment if this works for you. And it started. I don't know what made me think of it. Just right off the bat, going at something with a highlighter. Maybe like one of them multicolored ones. One's like question.
Yeah.
And like the other one, just different colors for different things, and it'd just be like easier for me to retain what my questions, my editing, because that's what I'm having to do a lot of is like edit.
And then it's easy to, when you're looking at it, like, okay, this is what, well, when you go back to read, you know what your previous thoughts were.
Right.
You know what's important to you.
I'm going to try it.
Try it?
I got some shit I got to read this week. I'm going to try it.
Try it?
Yep. I'm going to order some new highlighters. Preferably one that has like a few colors, so I don't actually have to like change pens, because that'll stop the process right there. Too much work.
Really?
If I gotta like break away from what I'm reading and grab another pen because I want like blue to mean like something. I don't know. I'd have to figure out the nomenclature, the hierarchy of how I'm going to rate the colors.
What if you had the...
One's like, Danger, Will Robinson. One of them needs to be like... This needs attention now.
What? I mean,
should this even be on paper?
What if you had the ones that clicked instead of the cat?
That's what I'm thinking. Probably just like 2 colors would be fine. Like maybe if it had like a highlighter at each end, so I could just flip it.
Right.
Because then, I'm just thinking out loud about some stupid ass bullshit now, but I think that can make life a little easier.
It possibly could.
It possibly could.
That or it can make it super hard because you may do it too much.
I could overcomplicate it.
Yes.
I could see myself doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to like have a cheat sheet to my own rating and or my own methodology.
Yeah.
And after that, I might as well just be writing like a standard operating procedure for how I've fucking reviewed documents.
Mm-hmm.
People do that though.
And it probably helps.
It probably does.
Yeah.
Right?
It just gives you a guide of what to look for and how to read.
And it's PEMDAS.
PEMDAS, yeah.
It's
for
PEMDAS
reading.
for reading. I wonder if that's out there.
I wonder.
Let's Google it because that's a great topic.
That is. What's the PEMDAS for reading?
I might need to go back to school. I should go back to school.
Maybe
now that things have changed, I can go back to school and not be like questions about my sexual orientation and everything. Because that just really bugged the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Well, that's the world we live in.
Yeah, did you have to do that too? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but probably.
Yeah, probably. I just didn't really see like why the fuck it's any of your business.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. Couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you either.
So this next game coming up is Fresno.
Yes, I believe that's correct.
And if I'm not mistaken, they're not the same team they were last year either.
No, but they're big.
Were they big last year?
Yeah.
They were, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're big. No problem with that. And it's nice to be home this time around.
Right.
But they do have a nice field.
They had a great field.
But I'm pretty confident in it.
All right. So what else about their team is there? Because I want to say that I think they got blown out.
Yeah, against Chico.
Was it Chico?
And San Jose.
Really?
But teams we both beat convincingly.
Is San Jose starting to turn it around?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see there being a game or two, but your guys' season's so short.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really time for a game or two.
No. But they probably played more games.
They probably have, huh?
Yeah.
And why? How come they can get that?
I don't know. I don't know how that all works.
Aren't you the VP?
Yeah, but not of like the
VP
league
of operations.
Yeah,
That's the VP you want to be on. Oh, I know how it all works.
right.
It's like that Rage Against the Machine lyric. Fuck the G-Rad. I want the machines that are making them.
Right.
I want to know what's going on the backside of it all.
Right.
So, with that, right, we're at about 50 minutes here.
Yeah.
We did a little over 45 or 40, however, before our intermission. I'm about ready to wrap it up. How you feeling?
I'm good with that.
Unless you have like a hot topic you need to bring up and you got to get off your chest, like.
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope. Can't say there's any hot topics for me to bring up.
Yeah, no, I think with that I could say peace be with you and everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Stay classy.
Stay classy. We're national now. 2 downloads in Virginia, so we love you all coast to coast.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace out, everybody. Bye.
Peace.